It's V, you know, the spiel. I'm using my typical text-to-speech, blah blah. Welcome back to my channel. Listen to me rant while I ugly braid my hair as a bedbound disabled person with an energy-limiting disease. So I've been in California for about 2 weeks now, and y'all, I feel different for real. I can see the melanin returning to my face, and it is wild. Even my hair is starting to lighten in some spots. What is this phenomenon? Like, I've heard people say sometimes they feel better in different places, but I didn't realize how big of a difference it would make. Anyways, this has been really great. I feel more like me than I have in probably 3 years, and that's something I'm grateful for, no matter if it's temporary. This time last year, my phone was off for like 3 weeks because I was having ideation every single day. I was in a very dark place, and I am just grateful for God getting me through that. I know some people get through it in other ways, but for me, it truly was God. I can say that wholeheartedly. And on top of that, a doctor who prescribed me Mcas medicines that have really stabilized me, I would have never imagined I'd be improved. I'm nowhere close to where I'd hoped to be. But if you have Mecfs, you know how big even a 10% improvement in life is. I can watch TV now with my brother and can text and see the sky in some situations. It is a huge improvement in my quality of life. As some of you know, I've traveled to LA for my medical appointments. It's actually taken a year to get to this point, and a year prior to that to plan. And things didn't work out how I wanted to. I've now seen 38 doctors. It has truly been a journey filled with medical racism and misogynoir. Most of the 38 doctors have told me they cannot help me or simply refused. I have been told no many more times than I have been told yes. I've been withheld standard imaging like MRIs for years. It truly has been a terrible ride. But I show up for myself every day the best way I can. I keep trying. Sometimes with this disease, it feels like it's better to just stay in bed and not try because that's all you can do. I truly empathize with that and was there. It made me so depressed. And my heart goes out to all of my friends with very severe forms of this disease. I truly wish all of us had teams of support surrounding us to help. Few do. If I ever healed to mild Mecfs, I think I'd open my own company that did patient advocacy and case management. I think it would help so many folks who just physically and cognitively cannot do it themselves, but have no help. So often we hear stories from people with so much support when that's not really the reality for a large swath of folks with this disease. It's definitely a dream of mine that I hope can one day come true. But in the meantime, I'm just practicing gratitude for myself and the work I've put in, my family and their efforts, my close friends and my mentor who have kept me alive, and the kind strangers who constantly pour into me, whether monetarily or with their words and kindness. I'm really so grateful for you. So right now I'm at my uncle's house because when I went to LA, the doctor I was referred to at Cedars-Sinai basically brushed me off. This was after waiting months to see him and jumping through so many hoops. My neurologist in Nevada personally reached out to him with instructions, so for him to ignore, it was wild. I genuinely expected different and was so crushed, but I tried a different doctor a few days later at UCLA who seemed way more willing to see me. He diagnosed me with small fiber neuropathy, which the other doctor at Cedars completely dismissed, and then said he'd do the biopsy for me in May. He also gave me Mestinon for my dysautonomia, and referred me to the UCLA voice clinic. So it was a hugely better and different experience. Although we were sad that I couldn't get my biopsy done sooner, my uncle offered me his place to stay until then, and for that I am so grateful. So that's what's happening now. I also made an appointment with Cedars Hematology to check for anemia thalassemia, which my grandma had, and for the UCLA Extensivist program. I also applied for the WDP 250% program. The cool thing about LA is that there are so many resources for disabled folks. So we will see what happens after May, and until then I'm just hanging in there best I can. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Stay safe out there.